Hey, what's up, guys? Here with another recap of my trades. Today is March 4th, 2025. Let's get into it. So my first trade is on Trnr. I usually don't trade this one because it is a little cheap for me and its movement is not always the cleanest. However, I did decide to trade it today. So the first entry I went in was for the break of 2.7 for the move up to 280. And so you can see the large volume on the green candle, which is just an indication that it will push higher. And so going in at 2.7, I have a stop loss around or right below 2.6. So as it keeps pushing up, it's looking strong. The volume is increasing on the green candles. So after a little while, I'll increase my share size. So I'll just buy in for another 30 shares. It doesn't move my average price up too much, so I kept my stop loss the same. And I'm anticipating the move higher. And one of the things about this stock is that it does move fairly slow. It's a grinder stock. And so, usually it only moves around 10 cents at the most. You can't really get like huge dollar moves in one candlestick like you can on some other stocks, or even 40, 50 cent moves. So you kind of got to be more patient on these, which I'm working on. I'm not the best at right now. So I usually don't end up trading it, but today we're in it. So I'm kind of just holding, looking to see what it does. Either it hits take profit or my stop loss. And it's still looking good. The red volume was less than that of the green. So I'm staying in. I'm expecting to push higher. And so around here, it pushes below 270 in a little bit. And I could have averaged my price down. I could have bought down there. And I didn't, unfortunately, because I wasn't super confident that if it went that low, it would push back up. But I kind of just held all the way through, just ready to sell. And you can even see on the level 2 around the whole dollars, like 270, 260, 280, whatever it may be, there's big sellers, because usually it does only move 10 cents, as I said. And so with that, people will want to take their profits around those 10 cent marks. So I'm just waiting, just hanging out, chilling, trying to be as patient as I can with this stock. My friend was trading the same stock, and he said he was in it for 15 minutes and he only profited $1. He said he was up 20 at one point, but he ended up not selling and just hoping for the push higher, and it never did. So he wasted 15 minutes and got $1 out of it. So after a little while, this is what I was talking about. So I could have bought in here, kind of average my price down, increasing my share size while also increasing profit if it does push higher. Unfortunately, I wasn't super confident that it would, so I didn't. It all ultimately ended up being a green trade. It takes a minute, longer than what I'm used to. So once again, I'm working on that, trying to get a little bit more patient with these stocks, have a little bit better self-control. And you can see it kind of spiking up right now. Just trying to push higher. And just right now, I'm kind of watching the level 2, seeing how quickly the share sizes are falling or increasing for both the ask and the bid. And so you can see it pushes up a little bit. I got my take profit at 279, I believe, just in case it hits 280 and I can't get out. And then it just flushes back down. And then you can see I cancel one of the orders, sell half of my profit around 280. And then I'm kind of holding the other half for the move higher, just to kind of bank some more profit than I could have originally. And so either way, my average price after selling the first half is still around 270. So I still have the same stop loss, but I ended up just getting out because I wasn't super confident that it would push higher. And ultimately, it was the right decision. I don't think it did at this point. But really just that's about it for that trade. So on to the next. So this next one was another one on Trnr. So you can kind of see I'm looking for the MACD crossover right now, and also the push through 2.8 for the break through 2.9 as well. And so you can see just big spike in the green candle pretty much immediately, along with the volume. That's an indication of the MACD crossover. I tried to get in for a higher share size at that point, I didn't get filled, so I ended up canceling it, waiting for it to kind of pull back just a second and then buying in more. I then have a take profit or sell order at around 290, and my stop loss, since I'm at about 285, is around 275, and you can see I take my first profit there around 290. My average price is now 288, and I'm kind of hoping for it to hit 295, and then I'll sell. I don't like to sell when it hits 3, because either you can't get out and it doesn't break, or I mean it'll just flush. So just better safe than sorry. I've traded this many times before, and that's happened to me, and so just kind of learning through experience doing that. But yeah, so you can see it's still green, high volume as well, so I'm kind of expecting to push higher, because usually for a MACD crossover on any stock, it will move up. It'll break the high of day that it hit, or just the previous high, and then push even higher, usually around maybe 20-30 cents, if not higher. And so just kind of holding and ended up selling. But yeah, on to the next one. So this next one was on Mass, M-A-S-S. Not the best setup. I really shouldn't have taken it, because you can see the higher red volume earlier in the trade, but this was a MACD crossover. So you can see big spike in green candle, big spike in volume as well. And I was buying in for the break of 3.5. And you can see I kind of pan over with my mouse to the level 2. You have huge sellers, just 3.5, 3.49, anywhere around there. So that kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. And ultimately I ended up selling pretty quickly. I also, this is stupid, I had to use the restroom, so I was just like, let me just get out. I don't want to hold it while I'm using the restroom. So I went to the restroom. I was on the toilet and everything, man. I sat down and I just see it spike. So I don't show it, but it ends up skyrocketing like 30-40 cents that I missed out on, unfortunately. But yeah, on to the next. So this next one was a 5-minute setup. I was kind of looking for a new high on the most previous candle on the 5-minute chart. So once I see it make a new high, I think the high was 360. So once it hits 361, I buy in. And along with the 1-minute candle, so most recent candle to make a new high, it did. Unfortunately, it just couldn't hold, and yeah, I ended up just trying to get out as quick as I could, keeping my losses small, and yeah, it was the right choice, and ended up just kind of going down after that, and so yeah, I just got out. That was my last trade of the day, and yeah, let me know if you guys like these commentaries. I'm still working on getting a mic. I'll probably order one pretty soon, so the quality will be a little better. Yeah. That's my thought process. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.